I'm made in the image of God.
I don't normally start the podcast this way, but the Olympics. Oh my God. We've all seen it. We've seen the symbolisms, the implications, the assimilations, those behind it, and here we are. Welcome to the Talking Hardest podcast, episode 106. So go on and kick your feet up and let me tell you something. You're all complaining about the Olympics, about the opening ceremony, about how they are transsexuals, transgender men and women being represented and just overrepresented, and their kids right there, and the blue smurf. We're gonna get to all of it, so make sure you kick your feet up, spark your spliff, pour up your wine, your drink, your beer, whatever you're into, and strap into the Talking Hardest podcast, episode 106. So first of all, let me just start like this. All right, on a serious note, I don't understand the stupidity that exists in human beings, because the same people, and I'm just going to call them the elite because I don't want to get specific and I don't want them to come after me. They got so much power. Little old me could never do nothing against them. But I just want you guys to know, and I want you guys to be educated. Let's just represent them by saying the elites. The elites control the world. We already know that. There are different facets of the elites. The facets of the elites that propagate and promote the things that you guys believe children shouldn't be exposed to are the same facets of the elites that you support every day by supporting or the type of music you support or the type of debauchery and degrading things you support every single day. So now I'm supposed to be mad at this one thing that they did when they do everything. Have you read up on the news of what's going on in Congo? Because that's the same people doing it. See, that's what I don't understand. And I don't even want to start the podcast like this on some bad vibes. But I have to start. And by the way, it's going to be the Rantcast. Because Legacy's not here today. And shout out to my guy, Legacy. He was doing too much throat goat stuff. So now his voice is hurting. So he can't record today. But back to the topic at hand. I can't pretend to be outraged any longer. I have come to the point where I have to accept that human beings as a mass are unbelievably illiterate on how the world actually works and unbelievably stupid on when things are being put in front of their faces, and they unequivocally will choose comfort over what's right or wrong. So I don't want to see all of these outrage about the Olympics. Oh, the Olympics is evil, satanism. Oh my God. What the hell do you think all of the things that's been promoted in the mainstream media is? What the hell do you think being promoting Israel is? What the hell do you think demonizing black people is? What the hell do you think what they're doing in the Franco-centric countries in Africa is? What the hell do you think what they're doing in Congo is? You think that isn't all demonic? You think this is the beginning of the demonism? And let me make this very clear. I am not against people who want to live that lifestyle. The lifestyle of being a homosexual or being a transgender. What I am against and what I stand firmly against is two things that I'm gonna reveal on this podcast. Number one, pushing the agenda onto kids before they're able to even make that decision for themselves. That's number one. Number two, those of you who don't believe in that agenda but choose what to support and what not to support when it's all coming from the same source. It makes no sense at all. Either you're all for all of it or you're for none of it. Don't pick and choose when it disturbs what you believe in. Oh, now it's disturbing what I believe in. Now all of a sudden I need to call them out. Oh, call out the elites. Get out of here, man. A lot of you still buy things that they produce on a daily basis. Your vanity, your inferiority, Your superiority complex will not allow you to support this cause in the way that you need to support it. So just STFU, if you know what that means. STFU, because I can't swear yet on YouTube. But that's what I have to say about the Olympics. I don't know if I'm gonna get into it even more. But hey, man, that's all you're gonna get out of me. That's all you're gonna get out of me. What else? Let me see. Yeah, well, Snoop Dogg was over there, carried the torch. Pharrell was over there, carried the torch. Some other notable celebrities that you loved performed. Lady Gaga, and there's that French superstar lady. I can't remember her name. I think her name is Aya, but I can't remember her last name. I don't want to murder it, so I'm just gonna She was there. She performed. You support these guys, right? Who do you think sponsors these guys? Who do you think are behind the imagery in Lady Gaga's music? And you don't love Lady Gaga so much, but you hate the elites promoting transsexualism. Come on, man. Give it a break. Please. Give it a break. Anyways, I'm going to start this podcast off like this. Wagwan, man. Wagwan, get them. Hey, man. Get down. Yeah, I almost didn't want to turn it off because that guitar solo went crazy. Shout out to Nirvana. Rest in peace to Kurt Cobain. Even though he probably was a in real life. Ooh, I'm swearing again. I shouldn't have said that. He probably was a unkindly human in real life. But let's be real, man. You know, dude was on heroin and stuff. Anyways, talking about being on heroin. For all you Christians that are complaining about the reenactment at the Olympics opening ceremony, I just want to let you know, I don't care. I do not care at all. Because first of all, Christianity, if you research what Christianity is and how it came about and what it turned to, you might have second thoughts about actually who is in control and who made you believe in Christianity. That's number one. Because this is why I'm gonna get off this in a minute, but this is why I don't take people too seriously when they do this outrage thing. Yes, the symbolism of the Last Supper means a lot to you. I get that. But how can something that means a lot, so much to you, be so obscure in your knowledge? You have no knowledge about what Christianity is, about how it came about how it spread around the world. You have no idea, but you blindly believe in it. That's where my problem is with human beings. Honestly, I'll be real. I really do think a lot of you lot are stupid. If I'm being real, I think a lot of you lot aren't that smart. You know? But that aside, the reenactment was obviously intentionally offensive. They did the, Jesus Last Supper, but instead of Jesus and his disciples, it was a fat lady in the middle and a bunch of transsexual men and women and kids. A lot of people were saying this is a PDF file promotion and a transgender promotion. And I'm here to let you know, you might be right. There might be some legitimacy in your claims. But guess what? So what? Is my question to you. So what? So what are you going to do about it? You think they aren't showing you this because they know there's nothing you can do about it? See, power breeds power. You have no power. I have no power. Ranting and outraging on Twitter for a week is not power. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it as that. Anyways, now, I know this is very early in the podcast, but the podcast going to go very differently today, I didn't want to upset anyone, but if you're upset, carry on watching the video. Just give me a thumbs down, That's all you got to do. It is what it is, man. Anyways, same people that are in control of the Olympics running, what it represents, and the imagery they want to put out there, and all this stuff. what's approved and what isn't approved are the same people that run Europe. The same people that impact Europe and America. The same people that impact their views and ideologies on more than half of the world and forced it down their throat through a genocide that you all celebrate for years and years and years and years and years, and now you want to turn around and be like, oh my god, we don't like this because it offends my beliefs. Get out of here, man. Anyways, now let's get to some of the music talk. Tory Lanez is back. He's back, and I could not be happier. You can't put a black man down, man. But anyways, let's hear it from the horse's mouth himself.
Yo, to all my umbrellas, what's good, man? Quick update, 2024. I got a lot of good news, man. First and foremost, I want to talk about the music. After about 20-something to 30-something fuck-ups and mistakes, me and my engineer have finally figured out how to record music over the jail phone and still keep the quality as professional as I had it on the street. It's over. I done cracked the fucking code, man. This means that not even these prison walls can stop me from dropping new music. It's crazy. That being said, man, I'm about to start dropping hot heaps of coal on y'all head top. You know what I mean? I'm dropping the all-new Free Tory playlist. It's going to be updated every week with new music that I'm recording from prison in real time. You know, this is the first of its kind. And although God has already showed me that this moment is only temporary, it speaks testimony to the fact that no matter where they put me, they can't lock down my spirit, my ambition, my soul, my passion, nor my destiny. Umbrella, I'll be home very soon. But in the meanwhile, Free Tory playlist on the way, you heard?
Come on, man. They can't stop the lanes. They can't stop it, man. They thought they was a bit to stop it, but they can't stop the lanes, man. You mad? Are you crazy? Come on, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I'm excited to drop music. Some air horns, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. You dumb. Come on, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Free him. And I've heard some of the songs. During the new music segment, I'm going to play one of the songs that he's dropped. But I've heard two of the new songs that he's just dropped. And let me just let you guys know. Honestly, if we really loved hip-hop, if we really loved justice, we will be calling for Meg Thee Stallion to be locked up. Because not only did she lock up someone that was giving us bangers, and not to say bangers is what justice is, but from the stories that we've heard, I don't think Tory did what he's accused of doing. But that aside, not only did you lie, not only did you fake and fibs, lock this man up, then you can't even feel the bangers that's been lost by him being locked up. Your album is trash. You can't rap properly. You're out here doing gimmicky music, doing bots. Your sales go from 60k to like 16k. What's going on with Meg Thee Stallions and the Stallions out here? Your fans are on TikTok talking about, oh yeah, no, it's hard times in the economy. That's why she's not selling as much records as she should be selling. That is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whew. I'm gonna leave you over this, man. That's it. Anyways, Tory Lanez is back with new music. Playing in a minute. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. You know what I'm saying? Back with the real music. And all else I have to say is that Meg Thee Stallion's career is an L. It's a big fat L. Because how is this man dropping good music from prison and you're free? You can go wherever you want with your 2 feet and you're still making trash in the studio. Studio that probably costs about 10 grand an hour to rent out. That's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna move on, man. Because I don't want them to think I'm hating on Meg Thee Stallion. I'm just speaking the truth. And talking about new music, yeah, we're gonna start with new music release, and then we'll talk about some of the more important stuff in the world later on. Talking about new music, shout out to my guy The Weeknd. The Weeknd dropped a snippet of some sort. And I was a bit confused because it didn't drop on DSPs, but it did drop on YouTube. But let's listen to this, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. The weekend is coming back with some bangers. Make me want to cry, man. Bangers. That sounded epic, cinematic. Everything you want to add to it with the ick at the end. That sounded crazy. And for a lot of you Aubrey fans out there, us Abel fans, we know that he's cleared of Aubrey for time. In terms of the hits, it's unbelievable how disrespectful you guys get because your guy gives you gimmicky music. This is a real musician right here. Someone with actual talent, not gimmick. Every time this guy releases something, he reinvents himself. That's why it never gets boring to us. That's why Drake is boring now. I need Drake to do something different. And I'm not going to let him just pull the wool over my eyes the same way he's pulling the wool over you guys' eyes. Okay? You look, keep getting the wool pulled over your eyes. It's got nothing to do with me. But Abel's coming with something. I don't even know what this song is called, but I think this is like a promo video. The video was epic. It was crazy. But he did title it, When You Gaze Long Enough Into the abyss gazes also into you. I have no idea what that means. All I'm going to say is I assume an album is coming soon. I'm waiting for that. I'm excited about it. I am ready to go. Ready. Just let us know when we gotta go. Abel, we're going. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for this. And on top of that, in more news about the weekend, his Sao Paulo show had 420,000 people trying to buy tickets. And Ticketmaster Brazil shut down due to overwhelming demand. Or you want me to say that again? Overwhelming demand. Now that's a superstar. That's a super duper star. I'm sorry, but shout out to Abel, man. Gave us generational music, timeless music. This is the type of artist we need to be putting on a pedestal. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want to make this a Weeknd versus Drake thing. But Drake might be over, man. I don't think Drake can make a hit without talking to Lil Yachty first. I don't think it's in him. I don't think he can make a hit without going to someone else's album who's going to make a good beat and, you know, try to, like, get his vocals so that, you know, it sounds like he's really talking some stuff. He's really talented in between the lines. Because he released a snippet, I would say. Or I don't know if it's a snippet. But what I do know is that Kai Cenat premiered the song on his stream, right? He premiered the song on his stream, and I'm going to let you lot listen to it.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so that was a snippet. The song, I believe, is called Super Soak. Well, actually, we don't know what the song is called because it was just premiered on the stream. I do have a couple of things to say. Number one, stop putting Lil Yachty on songs. Stop, like, we're tired of hearing Lil Yachty's makeshift little flow that's, like, a bit boring and tired. I am not a fan of it. I'm sure there are people out there who are fans of that, but for me, it's a no. You just come out of one of the biggest beef that's exposed your ability to make good hip-hop songs, and I want to make a very good clearance with my point here. I'm talking about hip-hop only. I'm talking about hip-hop hits. Yeah, you can do your dance hits over there, but don't call yourself a rapper, don't call yourself part of hip-hop if you can't make hits in hip-hop anymore. You know, that's my gripe with Buddy, because with that song that we just heard, beats 10 out of 10. Incredible beat. Who made that beat? That's what I was thinking. Who made that beat? Drake on there ain't doing nothing Drake has never done before. And in fact, I know other songs where Drake has done that he's performed better than this song that I've just heard. And then you add Lil Yachty to the mix. Are you trying to make this an aneurysm for me to listen to? What's going on here? But anyways, that really grinded my gears. That's my review on that. I think they could keep that. If Drake don't have hip-hop hits, I'm not listening. That's just me personally. But of course, you lot can go ahead and listen. This song is mid at best. The beat is crazy. They should give that beat to someone who's going to do something good to it. Is my opinion. But anyways, that's that on that. Secondly, I don't think that Drake has it in his capacity, in his ability anymore to make hits. Hits that are also hip-hop songs. Just in case I didn't make that clear from the beginning. I think it's over. The Drake that we knew that made Nothing Was the Same doesn't exist anymore. I think he's either lost a writer in the camp, lost a producer in the camp, or he himself has just lost the source, or maybe he never had it in the first place. Just maybe those that were around him had it, and it, the formula worked, and now it's not the same. Because why do you have to keep going back to Lil Yachty? Lil Yachty does not even make good music. In my opinion, he makes very mid music. His whole crew, the Cement Boys, or whatever the hell they call themselves, the Cement Boys don't even make good music. But Drake wanna hold on to them like they're his lifeboat or something. Oh, that I didn't even mean to do that double entendre right there, little boy lifeboat. But serious, back to the serious talk. I'm being very, very serious when I say this. Kendrick Lamar has exposed a very integral part of Drake that he was trying to hide on those albums, because he makes decent music. Don't get me wrong. His music is never going to be shit, because it's nigga time now, so I can swear. The music is never going to be shit, because it's Drake. But can he give us that top class A1 stuff that he was able to give us back in the day? No. I think those days are over. God's plan never happening ever again. Those days are gone. Ever. Anyways, I heard the Gordo songs that Drake was on. I just want to let you guys know, bangers. They were fire. But my problem is that's not hip hop. That's not the genre of music that I listen to. So you lot can keep that. You lot can enjoy it. You know what I mean? And if Drake wants to now proclaim himself to be a dance artist or a EDM artist, then that's fine with me. But I'm never gonna listen. Just me personally, that's my personal preference. I don't be cutting that on. I don't let anyone that has the aux to my car, my house, anywhere that I'm at, I don't be letting them play that type of music around me. It's just not my vibe. Right? And then now we move on to the bomb ass, the very irresponsible, gimmicky things that Drake does on Instagram. So if you haven't been paying attention, he posted a photo of one of his mans standing next to a BMW that looks eerily similar to the BMW that Tupac lost his life in. First of all, that's very insensitive and further proves Kendrick Lamar's point of view, not having respect for hip-hop. So you put that out there to make it seem like you bought that car. So all the news outlets and all of you irresponsible outlets on Twitter, supposedly hip-hop outlets. You call yourself hip-hop outlets, but you're run by young Jewish kids. You all put the news out there. Drake buys Tupac's old BMW that he was shot in. Oh my God, he's so disrespectful. No, crazy. Like we were supposed to celebrate that. Come to find out, that wasn't the exact car. It wasn't even the same make. It wasn't the same model. The car that Tupac died in was a Series 7. That BMW was a Series 5, I believe. Not only is it disrespectful, you're also trying to just manipulate the situation to make you be disrespectful on purpose. Because what's the purpose of you buying the car that isn't the actual car to make it seem like what you know people are going to assume it is? it's just disgusting all around. I don't know. I don't think we've ever seen this sort of fall from grace in hip hop for a long time, because the battle ended. We already knew who won. Now we're looking for you to kind of like bounce back a little bit, because I still enjoy some of your music. There's some of your music that I would never stop listening to, because they're classic songs, right? And I'm talking to Drake right now directly, right? But everything that you've done after the beef has made me look at you like, brother, ew, ugh. I did not know that you was that corny. The Wagwan Delilah song, doing 2 songs with a racist white girl. Fair enough, maybe you didn't know she was racist, cool. And then you jump on Sexy Red song. The song was horrible. And then now the Tupac thing. You made a decent song with Lil Yachty, but that's not it, man. That's not it. That's not a hit. That song's not gonna be here for that long. I could guarantee you that song's gonna be good for a few. Even your fans themselves are gonna be tired of that song eventually. They're not timeless songs. It's time. I think I saw an old interview of Drake talking about Kanye West, which is very ironic, right? And he says, and I quote, I will not stay in hip hop so long that I am outliving my welcome. He said this in reference to Kanye West. While I think he might have been right talking about Kanye West in that sense, I think now that's happening to him. I think you've overstayed your welcome in hip hop, my bro. I think it's time to call it a day, man. Call it a day. You did what you needed to do. Broke records, sold gazillion amounts of records. You've done it already, man. But moving forward, I don't think you're it no more, man. I don't think you're it. You're not the standard anymore. I'm sorry to have to say it to you Drizzy fans, but it is what it is. Your minds can make no hip hop hits no more. It's time to go on the EDL socket, on the EDM bus, on the EDM routes. You need to link up DJ Snake and them, man. You know what I'm saying? And you lot get it popping on the EDL tip. I keep saying EDL, but EDM tip. You know, because I get it. It's over for your career, man. It's over. I'm sorry, man. There's more things I want to say about this. DJ Academics needs to shut the fuck up when it comes to talking about Drake. And this is number one reason why.
When did Kendrick have this eureka moment like, oh, you're a fake ass nigga after you've helped me?
It could have happened on tour. Shit, it could happen on tour. That's what I'm saying. Let's not make it to where like just because you was cool with somebody or just because whatever the relationship was on the good side, it was that people don't find out new things or just see your character unfold and be off it. Like that's life.
Really?
You agree there, though, right?
I mean, yeah, you could have disagreements with it. I mean, obviously, for me, I'm looking at the totality of it because it looks like, bro, I seen him hugging up in the club with LeBron. What is Bron doing now? I seen DeRozan say, yo, me and Drake, we got a special type of friendship. Then I seen this. I seen Ab-Soul speak on how Drake was helping Kendrick. Now Kendrick is calling him. He's like, yo, I think he said, you my little bro at one point. And then he's shitting on him saying, yo, you should die. And I'm like, a part of me kind of want to say, niggas is jealous of the position the boy's in.
Nah, nobody ain't jealous. I think niggas love Dot. I think when the same thing we said about Drake and how much love has been there for him. And you can see, so much of the industry is fake and all that, but there's so much love Kendrick has and the relationships he done built over the years and all that, with not even being in the spotlight like that. Spotlight like that. You know what I'm saying? People want to see him win. When it came down to this, I think people was excited to see him win. And yeah, you might get it because I think people on the low probably been feeling these ways about Drake, but didn't know how to say it because he's the big dog. And that's what I'm saying. A motherfucker will get lost in their own sauce. You the big dog and you just believe in everything. Like, no, nigga. Some people probably don't really fuck with you. And you go see it. You go see it because you run around here with your chest out
and
like,
act too.
all right, you can really do that, go toe-to-toe. You can't go toe to toe. You tapped out. You on the fuck. You calling the nigga out, and then two verses later, you saying you quit. Man, take your ass back home. Wrap your goddamn controller up, your PlayStation, go home, nigga.
And that was Schoolboy Q's manager. He put it perfectly. Academics trying to suggest that the reason why all these people could hate Drake is only because they're jealous of him is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen a media personality do. And academics need to get off your knees. It must hurt for you to be on your knees that much in the presence of another man. Just gobbling the glizzy. Just glazing gobbling. Ain't you ashamed, brother? Ain't you got kids? I don't even know if academics has kids, but if you got kids and your kids have seen you gobble another man glizzy like this, aren't you ashamed of yourself, my G? Anyways, that's the number one reason why academics need to shut the fuck up. This is number two.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Drake talking spicy. And I don't care what battle y'all think. To me, this battle is over. Kendrick, go and make some new music, my nigga, that got nothing to do with Drake. And the rest of you lame-ass Kendrick fans, go enjoy your artist not giving y'all music. Drake is cooking up music that is not focused on this fuck nigga. I'm sorry. Now, when I say fuck nigga, I don't mean it like, because I do.
Yes, you do.
Like
yes, you do.
But it was like, he's making his own shit. He talks shit. Like, that's the type of nigga he is. And I like him talking shit. I like when he's like, none of y'all niggas can fuck with me. I'm the best. I like that. And I'm sorry. I don't care if y'all think he won or lost. I still want him to talk shit. Sorry. So when I hear that there's a record floating around that maybe he's testing, I don't know, that he's talking a little spicy, I'm with it. I'm like, yo, let's go. You get what I mean? The nigga's back on his shit, bro. Like, the nigga's back on his program.
The nigga's back on his shit, bro.
That's one thing I could definitely confirm to y'all. Like, y'all could take this part and I'm gonna be honest with you.
The nigga's back in the shit, bro. Nigga, get off your knees and stop glazing goblin, man. Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing. How can you say in one breath, oh, Kendrick need to go make music that got nothing to do with Drake, but I like when Drake sneak dissing. I like when he's talking about other niggas. Oh, that's what I like. Oh, bro, too much balls in my mouth. Oh. Come on, man. It's embarrassing. And this is the third reason why academics need to shut the fuck up.
I personally believe, so, and again, maybe I could tell me something and update me about Dot, but everything I know musically about Dot, I think Drake been around and probably been through realer shit than Kendrick. Not saying neither are gangsters, but I could see like Drake probably being like, nigga, you're not like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to frame it anyway like Drake.
Yes, you are.
But
yes,
I
you are.
see
what?
him looking at Kendrick to say, bro, you're not like that, nigga. At least I'll be around some more people I'll be more involved with some active people constantly, whether people know it or not, than you.
Wait, hold on. Hey, it's like this, bro. Kendrick's first album is called Good Kid, Mad City. You feel me? That Mad City, no matter what, you don't even have to, where we come from, you don't even have to gangbang. You walk outside, you're affiliated no matter what. So if Dot was standing outside growing up at the wrong time, he can either lose his life, get pressed, banged on, all type of shit. That's what the culture is where we come from. It don't matter if you don't represent a certain section and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? All Dot peoples are really them guys at the end of the day. And they're not playing about him. And it's been like that. You know what I'm saying? So like it's literally like, bro, what he's saying. He's been through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to talk about nothing personal, but he ain't no pussy bone in that nigga body. I know that nigga since I was a young nigga, bro. He always been who he is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing pussy about that nigga at all.
Yeah, that's the three godforsaken reasons why academics need to shut the fuck up. Because I don't understand how you're a grown man, but this is your points about Drake. Oh yeah, no, Drake's seen more real shit than Kendrick. It's all fucking stupid. So stupid that the guy that you're talking about who grew up in that doesn't necessarily want to be like that because he's matured and has common sense. You who grew up in Jamaica, never been around no gang affiliation, are the one to tell people that, oh no, Drake Drake's seen more gangsters than you, so he be more real shit than you. Yeah, he's from the streets for real because he hangs around with Presser. He's from the streets for real because Chubbs hangs around Chubbs. Let me let you guys know something. See them brothers from Texas, J Prince Jr., Chubbs, and all the street niggas that be around Drake are doing nothing but extorting him. That's I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it right there. You bum ass idiots, look at that and be like, oh, you know, he must be a real gangster because they co-sign him. Fucking dumbasses, man. Academics, please shut the fuck up from now on, man. You know what I mean? Shut the hell up because we don't want to hear it no more. Not from you. You're biased. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk the real shit. You don't like. You know what? That's enough. That's what I'm gonna say about that. And then, like, that's not enough. I see some more bum ass shit happening. Or some people talking about bum ass shit happening. But listen to this.
You're confirming that you heard this on an ASAP Rocky's upcoming album.
I heard songs being played. I heard Slick Rick.
The Ruler.
Yeah, that was amazing. The Ruler.
What?
And then by the and I also heard ASAP Rocky definitely addressing a lot of the main topics that are happening out there right now.
So it's gonna be interessante.
Let's just say the list keeps going on strong.
So you're saying Rocky's still on Drake's list is what I hear you saying.
Oh no, he's gonna be cemented on the list after this.
Oh man. You're confirmed.
Okay, all right. This was on Hot 97. A gentleman called DJ Cast was the guy that you heard talking about. He's heard Rocky's album that's coming, and obviously you're hearing the voice of Ebro, and I'm not sure what the lady's name is, but you know, I do apologize. But that's the album called Don't Be Dumb. This album that he's been promoting and saying is dropping for the last 3 years. First of all, with musicians, I am now tired of you lot promoting an album for like 12 years and the album there's no inclination that the album is going to actually be released. Drop the album, then I'll go listen and I'll give my review, or if I like it, if I don't. But before that, I don't want to hear, oh, no, this is coming on it. Oh my God, you guys be excited for the next 2 years, but it's never going to come though. Oh my God. We don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. We don't want to hear it. I don't, like, ASAP Rocky, and also, that's number one. With that. ASAP dropped the album. That's number one. Number two, if the diss that you're sending towards Drake sounds anything like the last verse I heard, or the last line that I heard you send towards Drake, ASAP, you could keep that. I'm gonna be real. I can't even remember what song it was that you sent bars to Drake. That shit was weak. It was weak as hell. Oh my God, I wanted to cry when I heard it. I was like, there's no way he thought this was good. If that's the same, keep it. Now, if it's substantial, if it's some bars that I'm about to be like, oh, that's hard, then fine. I mean, but drop the tape. Stop telling DJs to listen to and go talk about it on the radio show. That does you no good. Drop the tape and give us a little bit of element of surprise. You know what I'm saying? Let's share and be like, oh my God, and then let it grow organically. Don't be doing all this gimmicky marketing stuff like we can't see through it. You know? Well, to be fair, a lot of the idiots can't see through it, but we can see through it. You know? Come on, man. ASAP, keep that, man. You already got Rihanna. Be happy. And to be honest with you, if I'm being real, unless that disc goes crazy, it's better for ASAP to just shut the fuck up too. Honestly, it's better. And the last fuck shit, actually, this might not be the last fuck shit, but the next fuck shit coming to you is by DeMar DeRozan, man. So this is what DeMar DeRozan wrote to Drake after the whole Not Like Us debacle, him featuring in the video, people speculating about what their relationship is like. Because at least LeBron James chose to stick on one side and didn't say nothing. Just be like, yeah, you see, you know what it is. I'm in the music video. I'm what? Actually, he wasn't actually in the music video, but I'm at the concerts. I'm what? I'm dancing to Not Like Us. I'm what? But this is what DeMar says. Drake is still my mans, man. Still my mans. None of it changed. So easy to get overlooked, and for it to look like for what it's. What's he saying? What's this brother saying? It's so easy to get overlooked and look at it for what it is, for what it looks like. Wait, what? It's so easy to get overlooked and look at it for what it looks like. Nigga, that is what it look like. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna carry on. But at the end of the day, it's music entertainment. The two of the biggest rappers in the world went at it from the competitive standpoint, and they battled it out. That's what you want to see as a fan. Kobe Bryant playing Michael Jordan one-on-one, and see who wins. See the trash talking. See whoever wins out there. You're still going to have that debate. So that's all that is. DeMar, listen. DeRozan, listen. Brother, sit down for a second. Let me talk to you for a second. Drake doesn't care. Doesn't feel like you're brothers with him. Doesn't see you as his man. After you featured in a video that's calling him a PDF file. What? See, that's what I'm saying to you guys. You guys sometimes need to realize that these brothers aren't as intelligent as they seem. And you shouldn't idolize them, because how could you do all of that and still believe that? It's either you believe that, which tells me that you're stupid, or you just believe in your lies so much that you're sticking with it no matter what. A lot of these brothers might be gang affiliated, this and the third, but they're not that smart, man. Drake isn't looking at you like you're his man after that. I'm sorry, DeMar. I'm sorry that it looks like that, but that is what it is. Sometimes, and it's not like Kobe Bryant against Michael Jordan, and it's this battle altered the perception of Drake forever. Regardless of what you Drizzy fans out there want to say, this is a optic altering battle forever. We're never gonna see Drake in the same light ever again, regardless of whether it's true or not. And that's just what it is. DeMar, I'm sorry to have to let you know this, but Drake isn't looking at you like you're his mans no more. I'm sorry, bro. He's not gonna invite you to OVO Fest, to the embassy. None of that. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening, brother. Yeah. Anyways, moving right along. Now, what other beef do we have on the dial? Ice Spice. So Ice Spice released her her album. Sorry, my bad. I just, I see trash. I just called it what it is, man. She released the album. Obviously, I'm not listening to that. And I'm not gonna, on the album, let me gather my thoughts. On the album, she had a few bars for Cardi B. While the bars are quite vague and not directed at Cardi B as such, some of the lyrics would have you assume she's talking about Cardi B, because some of the lyrics directly fits the Cardi shoes. Let me just put it that way. You know when they say if the shoe fits, Cardi's shoes fit those lyrics perfectly. In fact, the same size, everything. Right? I'm not going to play the song because I don't want to give you guys poop of the ear. I don't want you guys to, I'm not going to do that to you guys, all right? But what I am going to do is read the lyrics. And even in reading the lyrics, honestly, I lost a few IQ points after I read it. Because this got to be the worst album in history of hip-hop. But here we go. So the song is called BB Belt. Already started on some short bus stuff, but cool, we'll move on. This one bitch is built like an ant. Cardi B is kind of built like an ant. That ass is fake written all over it. It's too much. Ew. Crash out and they go on rants. Cash cow. Who be going on rants on Twitter all the time, especially recently? Cardi B. Cardi B has been on more rants than any other female artist ever, or any other artist in the history of hip-hop ever. I be getting them bands. Damn, bitches be switching, but they wasn't trans. Grrr. That's what she says. And then A few more bars down, she goes, think she pretty, but changing her face. Damn. As we all know, Cardi B has got her nose chain, the chin chain, lipo, all types of stuff to her face. She's done all of that to her face. If you look at Cardi B when she was stripping and put a photo of Cardi B now right next to that Cardi B, very different individuals. Two different human beings. Two very different human beings. So, again, I believe this is targeted at Cardi B, but I'm going to keep reading. Falling behind like, bitch, pick up your pace. It was funny till I took her place. Her man calling, but I'll be like, who's this? Who's this? I'ma switch it, bitch. I really do this. Damn. Oh my God, that was difficult for me to read, honestly. But yeah, she's definitely talking about Cardi B right here. Especially even referencing Offset, talking about how she took her place. I have two stances in this. My number one stance, Ice Spice. You don't have the capacity for this big man. Honestly, you do not have the capacity to be claiming that you're taking Cardi B's place. In what sense, Ice Spice? You're barely selling your own records. Your fan base is as small as Cardi B's alleged asshole, is what she said in the last rant. Please, I didn't make that up. She said her asshole was very small because she don't get fucked in her asshole. So, it's as small as that. And on top of that, you can't put two bars together that actually sounds good. You don't pick good enough beats. You don't make hits. Cardi B has multiple hits now. Let's not forget that. She might have shot herself in the foot. No Meg. But Cardi B does have hits. They might be from 7 years ago, but they're still hits. That's number one. Number two, Cardi, this is all your fault, baby girl. It's all your fault, man. It's all your fault. And I get it. You had like kids in between those albums. You had the South African bitches fucking on Offset. You wasn't thinking straight. But Cardi, it's been 7 years. You ain't dropped nothing as good as the first Invasion of Privacy. You ain't dropped nothing close to being that good. And we're looking at you a bit. That's why now these bitches with the bum ass records got me talking to you like this anyway. Before we was talking about comparing you to Nicki Minaj, the greatest of all time, by the way, who did it again way after your album dropped. Let's not forget, Nicki sold mad tickets. Not just mad tickets, mad copies of the album that she just dropped. I just can't remember the name of the album right now off the top of my head. But Nicki's been doing Nicki without the label support. You with all the label support and all the support in the world and your social media fame support and your actual fan support, because you do have a big fan base, Cardi. But you refuse to drop music. You refuse to drop music of quality, should I say, because she has been dropping music, but everything that's been good has been on other people's songs, which is telling to me. To me, that tells me that there isn't someone in the studio who's a good producer that knows how to produce hits, is what it says to me. That's why a bum-ass rapper like Ice Spice, because we all know Ice Spice is hard, banging, fire on mute. That's why she could talk to you like this, because she's seen the chink in your armor, Cardi. Unfortunately, I have to kind of agree with her. Not on the fact that she's taking your place, because that's not happening. But all the other facts you said in those bars are kind of true. You did change your face. You kind of shaped like an ant. And your mans be getting fucked on by other bitches, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you don't put your life out there like that. Bitches who really hate you for real are going to comment on it. It is what it is, man. But honestly, in my opinion, at the moment, this is a battle that don't even deserve our attention, because this is the battle of the mids. Make no mistake though, Cardi B still has the potential to get back to where she was before, where she has a banger going crazy on the streets. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. There's a possibility, there's a slight chance, but I just don't see it happening because everything that she's released so far has just kind of came and went. When they released that Bongo, bum-ass Joe Budden went on his podcast, and I'm kind of feeling this. Oh, it's kind of, I can see this going on, in DR, upstate New York. Nigga, the whole world is bigger than DR and upstate New York, my nigga. And even if it was going off there, who cares? That song was ass. Anyways, my support is with Cardi B and the Body Gang. I hope she comes up with something that would have the streets on fire. If we're talking about someone for real who really could be taking Cardi's place, let's not forget there are a few candidates there. Ice Spice is not one of them. Let's just put that chick to the side right there. But Glorilla is one of them. I'm sorry. Moose Knuckle Mondays. I've been enjoying a few Moose Knuckle Mondays. I'm sorry. Glorilla is one. Lato is another one that's been dropping some heat. They're not quite there yet because I don't think both of them have dropped a record that's been on the level of Bodak Yellow or WAP, in my opinion. But all it takes is one hit for us to be like, oh yeah, now we're on that Glorilla, or now we're on that Lato, and we're going to forget Cardi B's name forever. The only reason why Cardi B is still relevant to this day, and this is my own opinion only, I'm not trying to convince no one else, is because those girls haven't done that yet. And as soon as they do, Cardi B, you're going to have a big issue on your plate. Because you think things are bad now, keep going in the runs. And don't get in that studio and cook up some quality music. Anyways, enough of that. I'm going to stop being a bird now. Is there any more beef I got here? Well, technically this isn't beef, but the streets are saying that on Cordae's new song that he just dropped called Saturday Mornings. Yeah, Saturday Mornings is what it's called. That Lil Wayne had a few bars going at Drake. I don't know if this is a reach or not, but to me, it doesn't sound like a reach. To me, it sounds like a sob. But listen to the lyrics. It fits me like a glove, OJ hand. This is Lil Wayne's lyrics. I'ma need a little love from your hating ass. Need less yes men and more amens. I'ma need more real prayers and less prayer hands. I'm a goat, nigga, you a sacrificial lamb. You a teddy bear, nigga, a Teddy Graham. Hey, man, Aubrey's last name is Graham. I don't know if that's a link there. Aubrey was giving us the prayer hands for 2016 for the longest. I think Lil Wayne is such a lyricist that he doesn't want niggas to believe that he has beef with OVO, but he can't stop himself. That's my opinion. And I think there's something between Lil Wayne and Drake that we don't know yet, but we might find out soon. And when we do, I'm going to be here. We will be there. We will definitely be there. So let me know in the comment section if you think that this is directed at Drake or not. It seems to be quite obviously directed at Drake to me, but maybe I'm tripping. And if you say it's not directed to Drake, please have a reason why. I don't like you niggas that just be saying things. I'm like, just cause no, nigga, just cause nah, nigga. Get the fuck out of my comment section. Anyways, that's that with that. But shout out to Lil Wayne. I'm gonna play this song later on during the new music segment. So it won't be on YouTube, but catch it on all the other DSPs when it drops, whenever it drops. Anyways, yeah, there's that. And I just want to also, before I move on from the music talk, what else? Yeah, I want to shit on a few people. If I'm being honest with you, yeah, I would like to shit on a few people. And the first person that I want to shit on goes by the name of Russ Millions. Not the American Russ, but the UK Russ. This brother sold 417 copies of the album that he just dropped first week. He's been trash and I've been campaigning against his music for years. Brother went triple stainless steel. triple plastic at the back of the car. That's unbelievably embarrassing. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, but look at you. You don't even have that good numbers anyway yourself. Why are you hanging out? At least he sold more than 400 copies. Brother. How can you have a major record label pushing your music and you can't even sell up to 500 copies? That's embarrassing, bro. That's very embarrassing. You're in the red. You're already in the red, now you're about to get into more debt. We over here independent. We're building slow. And we will get to where we need to get to. You best believe that. But these brothers sign their lives away for what? For less than 500 copies of an album sold? At least if you sign your life away, at least be making millions. That's crazy, bruh. I have no sympathy for these niggas. Because these niggas is ass. Ass. Damn. Anyways, moving right along. The next person I want to shit on is Tommy Richardson. Or Tommy Richmond. I don't know why black people just turn that nigga name to Tommy Richardson, but his name is Tommy Richmond. This brother needs to keep his music on TikTok. Keep it on the socials. Don't go on real life and start singing and sounding like this. Listen.
Ran my city for so damn long, but you still don't notice me.
Okay, turn that shit off. Turn that fucking... Oh my God. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Oh my... That's Tommy Richmond singing live on stage at the Spotify Song of the Summer show, or whatever the hell it's called. That's embarrassing. The new crop of artists nowadays are nothing but industry plants, people that have been put in position with no talent, no knowledge of music, really no knowledge of the industry, but just overly produced songs that sound good after the production. Don't get me wrong, but the problem is, I could guarantee you Tommy Richmond isn't going to have another $1 million baby. Guaranteed. Because it costs to have $1 million baby. And with no talent, you can't do that on your own. The brother that was in the studio when you was doing that is not going to be there all the time. And this is how you actually sound on top of all of that. My brother, it's okay. It's over, man. It's over before it even started. Yep, Tommy Richmond. Yeah, out of here. Anyways, what else? Who else do I need to shit on? Shit on them and shit on them. Shit on them. I think that's it, I think that's all the niggas I need to shit on. All the rest of the story... Actually, before I play some new music, I just want to just give you guys this news real quick. So, like yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever it was, Skepta tweeted this out. All I see is ungrateful long faces from people whose fathers ain't even done what I did for them. Now that's crazy. Because, number one, you should have put a name on that bullet. Should let us know who you're talking about so we can investigate further. So at this moment, we can't investigate any further. But seems like there are some people around Skepta with long faces. We don't know who those people are. I hope everything's okay in the Big Smoke camp. I don't know how I messed that up, but I hope everything's okay in the Big Smoke camp. Skepta has been declining recently as well, in my opinion. He still has hits and bangers. But from the older days, ever since Praise the Lord, I ain't seen nothing to be praising the Lord about. Actually, that's not true. You did drop that one 007 album that had some bangers in it. But all I'm saying is, it's not looking very good in the Big Smoke camp. And I genuinely hope it gets better. I do genuinely hope it gets better. But, I guess we bring you more news on this as it develops. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I got no idea what's going on here. What was about to happen? What did happen? Just praying, prayer hands, all of that. Love, peace, and prosperity to everyone involved. Now let's go into the new music segment. First one I got coming on the dial for you guys by my guy Tory Lanez. Spreader's locked up and releasing music from Joe that's better than some of the people that are free. Oh my God, Meg the Stallion, that one is directed straight at you. You should be able to lug a nigga up if you can't make music better than a nigga, in my opinion. But anyways, this one right here is Wish I Never Met You by Tory Lanez.
New bitch that you can't keep.
God damn. Even got Kanye floating on that bit. God damn. Down right, there was Plain Jane, Rich the Kid, and Kanye West, man. Off of the album Life is a Gamble. I wouldn't advise you listen to the album, but if you want to go check it out yourself and make your own decision, please do that. Yeah, man. Let's go back to the podcast, man. You know what I mean? Back to the Talking the Hardest podcast. Episode 106. Hey, man. Apple TV Plus has announced a change in strategy because allegedly they were getting less views in a month than Netflix was getting in a year. No, not a year, rather. Sorry, in a day. That didn't even make any sense. So Apple looked at their budget after spending about $20 billion. And by the way, don't get all of your facts from over here. If you want to do some more research on the subject, please do. Because I'm going to paraphrase everything that I am reading. But this is off of the Bloomberg website. After spending more than $20 billion to produce original TV shows and movies that not a lot of people watch, Apple is starting to refine its strategy in Hollywood. Based on interviews with more than a dozen people, including former employees, current employees, business partners, Apple Services boss Eddie Q has been having regular meetings with studio chief Zach Van Amberg and Jamie Ehrlich. I'm sorry if I'm butchering. You know what? I'm not sorry if I'm butchering these names. Fuck y'all. To go over budgets, pushing them to exert more control over spending on projects. Van Amberg and Ehrlich have told some of their top creative partners that they want to change their reputation as the biggest spender in town, according to these people. Apple does not buy the most projects in Hollywood. That is still Netflix, but it splurges on individual titles. The studios spent more than $500 million combined on movies from directors Marty Scorsese, Ridley Scott, and Matthew Vaughn. The upwards of $250 million on the World War II miniseries Masters of the Air that ain't nobody seen, by the way. One of more than a dozen new series released this year. Those pictures were disappointments at the box office, and only Killers of the Flower Moon registered a Nielsen ranking of the most popular streaming titles. Masters of the Air delivered a smaller US audience than House of Ninjas, a Netflix show in Japanese. That's crazy, according to Nielsen, even though it's the only new Apple show this year to appear in Nielsen's ranking. Anyways, it goes on blah. Basically just saying Apple aren't getting as much subscribers and viewers as they had hoped to be getting, even though they spent $20 billion. I'm not talking about billions in Hollywood. And if you want to go read up on this on the Bloomberg website, just type that in Google, Bloomberg, Apple, Netflix, it'll probably pop up. But this is my opinion on this. Apple, the biggest company in the world, one of the biggest companies in the world, right? Trillions of dollars in profit per year, right? Stepped into the streaming game behaving like they were in the hardware game. And let me explain what I mean by that. Apple in the hardware game, killing it. Second to none. In the mobile phone game, not even just mobile phones, laptops, iPads, all the hardware stuff, that comes with their software as well, and I guess software too. But they don't really sell their software; they just sell the hardware that comes with the software. But the software is exclusive to that hardware, is what makes Apple special. In the hardware game, Apple are killing it. They don't listen to no one. They don't take orders from anyone. They dictate all terms in regards to any deal they step into because of how well they've done with peddling those iPhones, right? So now they step into the streaming game with that same mentality and think we're just gonna throw money that we're Apple, we got money to account for days. We're gonna throw money at this director, throw money at this actor, throw money at this person, and throw money at that person without really going to search and find out why people want to subscribe to a streaming service in the first place. And that's where Apple, in my opinion, fucked up. Because, truth be told, a lot of the shows on Apple TV are miles better than the shows on Netflix. Because I'm an avid Apple TV watcher than I am a Netflix watcher. I'll be real. But they don't promote it enough. They don't put it in front of the people that might be interested in it, rather. So I feel like the marketing and the promotion side of Apple has fallen short. Even Amazon Prime, who stepped in the game way later than Apple did, have had their promotion on smash. Amazon Prime don't have that many great shows, but the ones that are great, niggas know about them. You know why? Because they put money behind that marketing. But Apple felt like, we're Apple, we're big enough. Niggas gonna come over here anyways. Everyone's got an iPhone. You know what I mean? The Apple TV's right there. They're gonna click on it. But that's where they fucked up. Because people are buying the iPhone because of the convenience. They're not buying the iPhone because Apple TV app is on there. Niggas don't know that there's fire on the Apple TV app. So, in my opinion, I'm just a small little guy. But I don't, you know what I mean? I don't run trillion-dollar companies, but in my humble opinion, Apple needs to give the money to the people who will tell other people that there's fire on Apple TV. That's literally as easy as it could be. So spend money on the marketing and the promotion. They don't do that. Instead, they spend money on the production, is what I've seen so far. You know? So, yeah, that's that on that, I guess. And shout out to Netflix, man. Netflix giving you a lot of mid shit and still getting all of that subscribers. Hey, man, can't hate on it. But I don't know how long they could do that for, though. And another thing as well, actually. Another section where I felt like Apple was fucking up at with the arrogance. A little bit of arrogance, because I still fuck at Apple. And the arrogance is you know, is well deserved because of what they've done in the phone industry. But this is another place where I feel like they was fucking up at, is buying the rights to the old shows that people want to watch, that are in demand. Like, for example, Disney Plus went and bought Marvel. Now they're giving you lots of Star Wars, the Marvel TVs, they're remixing all of them. People are subscribing to Disney Plus because they want to see those things. They have cult fan bases. Can't see anywhere else unless they go to Disney Plus. Apple said, fuck all of that. We're Apple, we're going to produce our own original shit. It's going to be lit. And it was lit. But number one, people don't know that it's lit because they've never been over there. And number two, you don't give people other incentives but just we're Apple and we're going to throw money in the air. You know, so they didn't do things like Netflix buying the rights to Friends or Netflix buying the rights to the Martin Show. I don't know if that was Netflix, but anyways, Netflix bought the rights to a lot of old shows and old movies that they know that people constantly watch, regardless of how old it's been since it's been out. So Netflix are obviously gonna buy the people that way. But in terms of Netflix's shows that are contemporary, in my opinion, most of them have been ass, in my opinion. Just my humble opinion. Remember that. Just a humble opinion. Anyways, yeah. Let's start on that. I want to talk real quickly about Kendrick Lamar's music video, Not Like Us. During that scene, the Cell Block 1 scene where he's doing the push-ups, we all completely missed what this genius motherfucker was trying to show us. And shout out to Dissect Podcast who put this on Twitter, because I also missed it. I had no idea about this, but this guy is diabolical. So during that scene, we see Kada on a single mattress with some cinder blocks, speakers on either side, some type of artwork facing the wall. And we're like, okay, cool, now he's just in jail, you know what I mean, doing press-ups, whatever. But what we missed is that scene itself is a reenacted scene from Mila Vovovich. That's her name. Her name is Mila Vovovich, but because that last name is a bit crazy, I'm just going to say Mila, right? One of Mila's old modeling picture was exactly like the scene that Kendrick had, in like literally bar for bar, word for word, right? And shout out to the guys at Dissect Podcast. They figured out the significance of why this scene was reenacted. Miller is a fashion model and an actress. She's best known for her roles in The Fifth Element and Resident Evil. However, Miller was discovered at the age of 11 by Jean-Claude Brunel and began her career as a model in the 80s and early 90s while still a minor. In 1999, Jean-Luc was banned from his agency following a BBC undercover report on abuse in the fashion industry, and then he moved to the US and founded MC2 Model Management with funding from, guess who? Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, we move on. In December 2020, Brunel was arrested, accused of RAPE of a minor, and under investigation on suspicion of supplying underage girls to, guess who? Epstein. 2 months later, he was found dead in prison, hanged, just like, guess who? Epstein. Amen. And I just want you guys to listen to just a little clip of Miller talking about her modeling experience as a minor.
Now, you started out very young. You were like 11, right?
I was. It's insane. I look back at it now, I'm like, oh my God, people thought I was sexy at 11.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, oh God, I look so mature, and now I was 11.
Did you have guys hit on you when you were 11? Really?
But I mean,
she gestured yes.
Business is really insane. I mean, you have girls in Milan at 14, and every driver is sort of their personal club promoter, their personal, dealer. And I mean, it's really sick.
She said dealer, but she said like dealer.
It's really insane, because I was lucky enough to have my mom with me all the time.
Well, I can't see how anybody would not be with you at 11, 12, 13, and 14 years old.
You would be surprised to see these little girls alone in Europe when they're from Nebraska or Iowa, and they're in Europe alone and going, yeah, party, oh, I'm so mature, oh, hi.
And the phone call to mom is, yeah, mom, I'm in the room.
Mom,
yeah,
hi, Mom.
We're not doing anything, watching some videos.
Yeah. Do with that what you will, what you may, what you feel like doing. I really don't care that much. But what I will say is Kendrick is very, 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 very intentional. And kudos to him. I want to give him a round of applause, actually. Where is it? Round of applause again for bringing light to such disgusting behaviors in the industry. And some of you lot rapper who are involved in such disgraceful, disgusting behaviors. And yes, that stuff is nasty. Nasty, 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 nasty. There's more. A few other possible relevant details. Miller was briefly married at age 16 to a 21-year-old man, though the marriage was annulled by her mother 2 months later. Miller was set to appear in Welcome to America, a film about sex trafficking. And that's pretty much all the details that Dissect Podcast gave. Shout out to them again for the little breakdown that they did. And shout out to Kendrick for bringing lights to such stories that we just would have never known. Who knew that this woman that played the main character in Resident Evil was basically a child model that was being pushed for the PDF file society, which is basically what it is. Anyways, yeah. Right. What else do we have on the dial? One last beef before I start talking about all the other stuff. Damn, man. How should I even do this? Okay, before I get into the beef, I'm going to say congratulations to Kai Havertz, Arsenal player. Big Dun Dada. You know what I mean? What's the clap? What's the clap? Come on, man. I should have this ready. Congratulations to Kai Havertz. He recently got married to the love of his life. He plays football for Arsenal. He's an awesome dude. Incredible on the pitch. Incredible off the pitch. Now a family man. And man, I just want to give him his flowers and his congratulations. I hope your career goes on for long and be fruitful. And yeah, man, you are a great player that Chelsea did not deserve. And fuck Chelsea. Anywho's. Also, in terms, while we're on the subject of football, I've been watching Arsenal's preseason games. I'm very impressed with some of the youngsters that I saw at the Bournemouth game. We ended up winning that on penalties. But if that was our first team, we would have killed them. But everyone that was playing, apart from Ben White, I believe, was not on the first team. Everyone else was not on the first team. So, yeah, man, I'm glad to see where Arteta's taken us. And again, congrats to Kai Havertz. Do I have any more congratulations? No, I do not. But what I do have is an exclusive for you guys. Before I get to the exclusive, let's listen to this. So, Jocelyn Hernandez was on the Breakfast Club. Not the Breakfast Club, we're talking about Drink Champs, and she said this.
I got into a fight because we was in a fucking classroom.
Tell us who it was. We forgot to tell us.
I'm gonna tell you later. No, I'm not. Somebody tried to attack me, and I motherfucking put their motherfucking head through their glass. my other homie called me. He was like, "Bitch, you know the motherfucking the stain from her head is still on there." Damn. I was like, "Y'all niggas ain't wiped the shit down." Fake ass niggas. So she tried to run up on me because we was in our literature class, right?
She said now we already know it's a girl.
I ain't gonna be finding no nigga. I ain't gonna never find no man now. If a man want to find me, he got a problem.
Yeah, for real.
No man should never want to find me.
That's right.
I don't care how much shit.
I put my money on you with some good these guys out here.
I would never fight a man thoa.
Don't do it.
I would never do that. So, I'm in the class and I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Look. I told everybody that it was conversation about the success that we're having now. And I'm like, shit, I'm the biggest. I got up, I said,
okay.
Because I used to get up to get my interviews.
Yeah.
Because, you got in college, you can get up.
Okay, that's enough. Anyway, she's describing a scene from I can't remember what. You know what? It's never that I can't remember. I just don't know what reality show it was because I don't watch trash TV. But TMZ recently dropped the tapes. They dropped the tapes. And I might put the fight that she was describing on the screen for you lot so you lot can see. But she did not throw no one through no glass. Amber kind of had her handled. Amber was hitting her on the head, like bow, 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 bow. She tried to pull Amber's hair, but unfortunately for her, Amber had the short hair, you know what I'm saying? And then she ended up pulling the hoodie, and the fight lasted like 6 seconds. It was very anticlimactic. But from what I'm seeing, Amber won that race. Amber won that fight. She won that fight. But shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez, I guess. Anyways, now we've got an exclusive for you guys. For all you guys that are keeping up with House of the Dragons, Game of Thrones fans, I just want to say congratulations to you lot for knowing how to watch great shows, picking and having good taste in cinema. We also lost episode, but by this time, a new episode is about to drop. By this time, this episode is dropped. This podcast is dropped. A new episode is about to drop. So, let me not confuse you. I'm reviewing last week's episode because obviously we ain't recorded until now. But we got an exclusive, man. My guy C Smoke's on the line. And C Smoke, what happened, man? What happened?
So I'm in the pit. You feel
Damn,
me?
word.
And they like, yo, C Smoke, they got a new rider for you. I'm like, new rider for me? Laying her back from Pride? They're like, nah, somebody else. So I pull up, I'm like, who? And they got this white man. They're like, yo, Stephen Darkland, yo, rider. I said, Darkland?
Damn.
I said, dark skinned. I want dark skin.
That's what you said? You said that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm bored. So I'm like, yo, go ahead, Stephen. Come on, climb on. People like, Dohadas. Arribis. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even really good with the Valerian, but I'm bored anyway. So Stephen, I lean down, right? I'm like, come on, bro. So he walk up on me, and next thing he know,
damn, you did that, sis, Mo?
And the trainer, Dohadas back, Valerian on
and
me.
And the trainer,
got
too?
The wrong one. So I dip, right? So I'm like, man, let me go find my boy. You know, Alan? Yeah, Corliss, baby. Yeah, he got the lock. He ain't got the blonde. He got the locks, though. You know, so I go find Alan. I'm like, look, Alan, you gonna have to ride me. Because we was wolves, right? Remember Rough Riders, right? Dragon. He was Dragon was a Rough Rider. Cisco unleashed the dragon. See, y'all don't know. Anyway, so we gonna see what happened. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I'm gonna bond with him because that's my people. Because you know, I be with my people. You feel me? So yeah, we got 2 more episodes. You'll see what popping.
All right. So, C-Smoke's racist, obviously. I mean, he prefers the darker skinned gentleman, you know. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about House of the Dragons. It's been a great episode. Next week, me and my co-host will review it, but I just feel like reviewing it without him is just no fun, man. Hey, man, Lex, I miss you, man. Get your ass back here and stop doing throat goat stuff, man. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, that was C Smoke on the line, and he recounted some of the, you know, the situation during the episode, what happened. And yeah, man, Darkling got smoked, man. Got smoked by C Smoke. Smoked his ass. I mean, if I was Darkling, I would have been careful. Someone called C Smoke might be liable to smoke me, you know? But that's what happened, man. And you've all seen the episodes. I'm not sure how I felt about that episode, because I did like a few things that, you know, that happened during that episode. Like, for example, the smart idea from that lady, I can't remember her name, helping Rhaenyra to send food after she blocked the food, but that was such a smart idea. The common people attacking bomb-ass Alicent because she's just so stupid and don't know how the fuck politics works, but she wants power. Okay. Aemon telling the bomb-ass clubfoot nigga to go get his granddad, and him getting excited like, oh yeah, you gonna give me hand of the king. It's like, no, nigga, go get my granddad, nigga, go look for that nigga. And I don't understand why Sir Otto is not there. I don't understand why he's not back yet. I don't get it. But anyways, either way, it's been a great episode so far. It's been lit. I've been enjoying it, and can't wait for the new episode, man. Literally tomorrow, well, today, because you guys will be listening to this on a Sunday. But yeah, anyways, there's that. What else do I have on the dial? Oh yeah, so TikTok, not TikTok, what am I talking about? Twitter has been exposed. An account on Twitter called the Antifa Turtle, right? Exposed this. Says new Twitter API leaks reveals that they are a group of protected users that are allowed to break the terms of services without consequence, even including a list of whitelisted slurs. Also worth mentioning that all of the listed accounts are right-wing in their content. So some of the I'm gonna read you guys some of the words that are allowed by these. Okay, right. First of all, some of the users, N-Wokeness, Clown World, Trump Daily Post, Trump War Room, Trump, Real Donald Trump, POTUS45, Elon Musk, Team Trump, Eric Trump. This is hilarious. Elon Musk AOC, Elon Musk PD, Elon Musk PDA, Libs of TikTok, Russia, MFA _Russia. And the word lists that are protected: FAG, illegal, KYS, NIGGER, NIGGERS, AB, Abid, Abo, Blackie, Coon, Chink, Ching Chong, Chinky, Cholo, Cotton Picker. Oh my God. Darky, Dothead, illegal, Mexican, Jew. Those are some of the words that these accounts are allowed to say without being reported to break the Twitter rule. Shortly after this gentleman posted this, his account was suspended. And X says that the account was suspended because he violated their rules, because he snitched on them. Because why would you be snitching on the niggas that's letting you talk on their platform? And then someone else reported the news about this account getting suspended because he exposed their API. And for those that don't know what API is a set of rules that talks between the back end and the front end of a app, namely Twitter. So basically gives the app a bunch of instructions from the code. Anyways, that account that reported this account being suspended then gets flagged as manipulated media on a warning that we've never seen before on Twitter. It's crazy out here, guys. It's really, really crazy. Be careful where you get your news. Be careful who you believe in your news. Be careful, because these guys are on a campaign to spread misinformation. It's been happening already, but it's happening on a scale now that's crazy. I remember when Jack was in charge of Twitter used to be the place where you found out the truth because they was trying to cover it in real life. Now they're doing that in real life and on Twitter, but just on opposite ends of the spectrum, which is crazy. So yeah, shout out to Tippity Top Tweet. That's the Twitter account that reported this, and that's how I saw it, I guess. So Elon Musk is okay with the racists and the, you know what I mean, the right wing. That's what he does. He was recently caught up with by, I believe, I'm not sure if it's TMZ, but I don't think it's TMZ, but by some news house of some sort, and they asked him about donating 45 million to Trump's campaign per month. I believe that was the news that came out, and he denied it. And I just want you guys to know that Elon Musk is lying. Elon Musk is lying. Anyways, and in other news, talking about racists, Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast has been in hot water recently, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. Psych, I lied. I know how I feel about it. Fuck that nigga, bruh. Fuck that nigga, big dildo. Because honestly, I watched some of the clips from his old YouTube channels from when he wasn't as big as he is right now. And I'll be real with y'all. You lot need to vet your saviors a bit more. You lot need to, because when I seen Mr. Beast building wells in Africa, taking Africa kids to school, I looked at it and I was like, this is a bit performative. Like, what the hell is going on here? Why do these white boys from America care so much about kids in Africa? And I'm not saying people shouldn't care about kids in Africa, but has anyone checked back on those schools and those wells that he built? Did he actually build them? And besides that, what were some of the stipulations behind him actually building them? That's just some of the questions that I have, because I don't think it was genuine, and I don't think any white nation or white organization want to do anything for Africans that benefits actual Africans, in my opinion. But Mr. Beast was caught in hot water, not only because of some of the old racist things that were going on in his chat rooms and his chats and on his YouTube channel that he never got blocked for. By the way, YouTube, I'm looking at you with a side eye, even though we still got to use you to, get to our listeners, but not for long. He's also very good friends with someone who's been accused of PDF filing. Just loves PDF filing, never used the Microsoft Doc in his life. Crazy. Right? It's been a lot of accusations because this kid, things have come out where they're in a group. You know what? I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm going to let one of the old employees that was there while this guy was there working for them to explain it for you guys. And this is,
Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
Crazy.
I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Chris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for Mr. Beast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join Mr. Beast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Chris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling me. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leaked your address. Please end your stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Chris invited him after that, and Chris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Gearsmod server for the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Chris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different corn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called
daddy. Yeah, man, do with that information what you will. I'm just giving you guys the information. That's disgusting. First of all, this guy, Chris, is now a trans woman and had minors in his Discord chat that he was sending corn. And for those of you who don't know what corn is being referred to, just take the C and replace it with a P. To underage kids in a Discord group. Okay, alright. Hey man, this world is going to shits, man. It is what it is. We are living in unprecedented times. And I just have one thing to say about this. First of all, if all these allegations are indeed true, please, 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 justice must be, I guess, handed out to Chris. He should go to jail. But I don't think YouTube wants that to happen, because if that does happen with Chris, then the next person that we are going, or people are going to focus on is Mr. Beast, because Chris and Mr. Beast are very, very close friends. Very, very, very close friends. And there are allegations out there that are ripe. And there are also claims, rather, that Mr. Beast had no idea that Chris was doing these things, right? But I call cap on that, allegedly, right? I call cap on it because if you claim that this guy is your best friend, how could you not have known? That's number one. Number two, there was an old tweet from Mr. Beast defending Chris, saying he's my best friend, I'm always be on his side. He hasn't mentioned anything to do with this recent situation, but I don't know what happened then but it seems to me that Chris has been an issue and people have called him out before in the past, and Mr. Beast stood 10 toes down and defended him, right? So you can't defend him then and then now come and be like, I didn't know this was happening, oh my god. Makes no sense, right? I'm just using logic here. And I don't have all the facts. I'm making an educated guess from what I've seen. So something might come out tomorrow that might make me change my mind. Who knows? Right? So there's that. And there's also the fact that YouTube supports Mr. Beast like no other creator ever. They went and picked, and shout out to YouTube, because I know it's business and I get it, but they went and picked their golden white boy and put all their resources behind him, and also all the ad dollars behind him, right? But it just so happens that his content is geared towards kids. Now, if it comes out that a prominent member of your team, who you claim is your best friend, was indeed doing sexual things with kids, then the companies that have been putting their ad dollars behind Mr. Beast, who is YouTube's biggest cash cow, that's going to stop. YouTube's going to lose a lot of business, like a lot of business. They're going to have to quickly find someone else. That person might not have that number at the time, but they will get rid of Mr. Beast if they have to. But for right now, they're trying to do damage control. Mr. Beast hasn't said anything about it so far. I think they're trying to make this die down, let people stop talking about it, and eventually get back to business as usual. But the problem is, I get it, it's business, but if we value business and money over kids being inappropriately interacted with sexually, then what kind of society are we? Is my question. And number two, YouTube has never looked at any of their creators that were huge of the ethnic background. That's black, Asian, whatever, from anywhere else. Because they want to push a certain somebody to be the forefront, and we know that somebody is white male or white woman, whatever, right? Because there has been a lot of big YouTubers in the past that could have gotten the Mr. Beast treatment, but there wasn't the right shade of color. Like, for example, KSI. KSI is the biggest example, in my opinion anyways. There was a time where KSI, and also PewDiePie. Yeah, I know PewDiePie's got white skin, but he's European, not American. But anyways, there's a lot of theories that I have in my mind as to how YouTube operates, but I'm not here to tell them how they should operate. I'm just here to just kind of like notice and deliver you the news. That's all on that. What else do I want to dial? I think I've got everything sorted out. Oh, yeah. Manchester Airport. One more rant before I go. But before the rant, Joe Biden, we interrupt the broadcast to give you a message from Joe Biden.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms, or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. Fuck you. You're all a bunch of faggots. End of quote. Repeat the line. So enjoy President Cackles or President Booty Juice. I really don't give two fucks anymore. Biden out.
Yeah, so that's Joe Biden. running, getting out of the race for presidency. Now Kamala Harris is the new Democratic nominee, and we'll bring you more news as things develop. So now, Manchester Airport. First of all, if you don't know, Manchester has a big, pretty much everywhere in the UK has a big Asian community, right? Pretty much every main city in the UK has a big Asian community. I'm saying that because of the story I'm about to tell you guys, right? In Manchester Airport, an incident ensued where a police officer literally had a man detained on the floor and was kicking his head and stamping on his head while he was detained and unable to move, right, on the floor. This got captured on video. The video got released online on Twitter. It trended and people were outraged. How could you do that? Oh my God, he's not even moving. How? No, what's going on? And the backstories that we got were two contrasting backstories. On one hand, people are saying, or some of the people that claim to be there were saying that the officers were harassing his mother or the older lady that was right next to him, and he was just trying to defend her, and then they got into it, and then that happened. The police are claiming that that guy and his friends attacked the police, and then that happened. So we don't know what the truth is. So I'm just going to put that there like that. The police did, in fact, respond. They released a statement, and let me see if I can read that for you guys. Officers were called to report an altercation between members of the public in Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport. Whilst attempting to arrest one of the suspects of the earlier altercation, 3 officers were subject to a violent assault where they were punched to the ground. A female officer suffered a broken nose, and all 3 were taken to hospital for treatment. As the attending officers were firearms officers, there was a clear risk during this assault of their firearms being taken from them. 4 men were arrested at the scene for affray and assault on emergency service workers. We acknowledge the concerns of the conduct within the video, and our professional standard doctorate are assessing this. A bunch of bullshit, if you ask me, because those 3 officers that are telling me that they rushed to the hospital were the 3 officers that I saw on video, one of them stamping on someone's head. Okay, cool, we got it. That's one thing. Another thing is, for the Asian community, you lot protesting, you lot fighting the power and doing this and doing that, kudos to you. You rep for yourself. But unfortunately, I'm not going to rep for you lot, because when it comes to time for these same officers doing the same thing to black people, you Asians are quick to be like, oh, they're criminals, that's why they must be going through that. So I guess you lot are criminals, that's why you must be going through this. And that's all I have to say about it. It is what it is. Both evil sides, I don't give a fuck. Let's move on. Right. He's talking the hardest podcast. Episode 106. And that's the end, man. That's the end of the episode, because I don't give you everything. A call from C Smoke, Kendrick Lamar breakdown, Tommy Richman can't sing, Tory Lanez is back with some great music. Shout out to my guy E-Bands for the timestamp each week. You know what I mean? Know what it is, man. And I'm gonna get out of here, man, because you know, it's been amazing talking to you guys. And also as well, I want you guys to pray for my guy Legacy, man, because he's been out here with a throat injury, you know what I mean? Can't talk that much. That's why he's not here today. And I just want to say he needs to stop with the throat goat stuff, because, you know, it's really affecting his job, you know what I mean? I mean, he's podcasting, you know? But I want you guys to pray for him. Pray that he, you know, like, gets well soon. What else can I say? Yeah, man, just pray for him in general. Just pray that his throat heals, you know? Yeah, just pray that it's through his heels. Right. Anyways, like I say, week in, week out, guys.
I smell fire.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dramatic X. That was fucking fire. With that said, Black English hereby closes such affairs. Oh, bye-bye. Bye.